Rudy here, 30 November. Welcome to what I reckon is one of the best ETFs on the XMET, on the ASX, which is this XMET ETF. Basically 37 companies, copper, lithium, silver, nickel, cobalt, graphite, manganese. So what it doesn't have is gold and uranium. So you can mix this ETF with the miners, the MNRS and the URNM, if all you're doing is investing on the ASX. Okay, so XMET, I reckon this week, if you're going to be paying a lot higher for it. So older subscribers should have been buying around here. So we've got a target price. There's your flagpole and what's a bit of a rounded bottom flag. But we've got a target price up here, not next week, but over time. But it's a lot better than the ASX, that's for sure, or VAS or anything like that. Okay, so what's in there? Okay, so we'll go through the major holdings of them. But before we do, so this is the lithium price. So you can see lithium's breaking out. Well, it's not breaking out. It used to be right up here. But in the short term, it's breaking out. And so we've got in the ETF, so Pilbara Minerals. So it's well, I don't think it's going to crash. It might just consolidate. Well, that's all we need it to do, because there's other fellas in here that are going to do some lifting. Ganfeng Lithium, so that's another lithium play, and SQM, another lithium play. Okay, so next we got the copper price. I should go through this. So this is the supply-demand deficit. So this is, so there's not enough supply to meet the demand going forward, and so there's a good macro reason to be investing in copper. And as you can see here, we're just squeezing up into this wedge here, wanting to break out. And again, copper's got a target price of up here once it does break out. So why are we looking at that? Because this guy here is Southern Copper. So he's big mines in Peru and Mexico. He looks like he's ready to go. Okay, and then we got my girlfriend Silver, who finally, I'll do 3 monthly charts. Oh no, too much info really. So back in 1980, it got to 50, then 2010 to 50, and then just on the Friday night, we go to a daily chart so you can see it better. Silver's made all-time highs, so she's off and running. So why do we look at that? Because we got, look at that candle, beautiful. That's First Majestic, big. We don't have any anything like this on the ASX in terms of silver miners. Plenty of gold miners. Like this guy produces 30 million ounces a year at an ASIC of 20, so silver's at 55. Then we've got Antofagasta, so he's a big copper producer in Chile. And we got Tech, So they're a big producer in Canada, Chile and the USA. He looks like he's ready to go. Then we've got First Quantum, largest copper mine in Africa. So they're not little spec stocks in here. Endeavour Silver. So they're 8 million, well, they're growing from 8 million ounces to 12 million ounces. ASIC of 22. That's quite expensive, but they've got a big growth profile. But that's a lovely candle. Liontown, so they're a lithium producer, listed on the ASX. IGO, so they're another lithium producer listed on the ASX. Okay, then we've got Ivanhoe Mines. So they're copper, zinc, nickel, bit of silver in southern Africa. So he looks like he's at a bottom. So none of them look like they're going to crash at this stage. Linus, so that's on the ASX, lithium, rare earths. So well, they don't look like they're going to shoot up anytime soon, but they're not going to crash. So that's life. Then we've got Freeport McMahon. They're the world's largest producer of moly, and they do copper. World's largest gold mine as well in there. So they're not little spec stocks. Heckler. So this guy is a beast. So silver miner. 16 million ounces of silver, $12.50 ASIC, and silver prices at 55. So this thing's gonna, he's gonna fly. So if you can't get, Silj is my preferred vehicle for these silver miners that we're going through here, but it's in America, so this is your next best thing. So platinum price, so that's breaking out as well. If you actually just want to buy the platinum price, there's an ETF, EPT, MPT. The same as silver, ETP MAG is the code. So we're looking at them because of this guy. SBSW. There's a platinum, palladium, gold, and a bit of lithium, indium in South Africa, America and Australia. So look at that. Then we got MP Materials. So they're like Linus, a rare earth producer, but over in the US. They're the one Trump's put a floor price of $110 from 1 October. The rare earth price is about 60 at the moment. So that's a buy too. And then we got Aya. So they're another silver producer in Morocco. And that looks like that's ready to go too. So if you're not going to buy Silj, this is your next best bet to get some silver action. And as I said, so MVR is your core holding. And so if you're just doing ASX listed only, so you got MVR as your core, and then you got this guy XMET, you got the miners ETF, and the URNM ETF. As your ninjas. So added mix according to your risk profile. Alright, let us know your thoughts.